Hi everybody, welcome to Christian Homestead. My name is Jared, and I was not expecting to make this video or even upload any videos until we get back to Missouri. I am in Saratoga Springs right now, as you can see, and I just found out last night, after a long day of making videos and visiting with family, that President Nelson has passed away. I'm sure you've heard it by now. I immediately did a live stream, so if you'd like my initial reaction and what other people were saying, then please go watch that. Just go to my channel and go to lives, and you'll see the live stream that I did last night. It was late. I was ready to go to bed. I stepped out of the shower and I saw this text from Mindy with Temples of Jesus, and I tell the whole story in the live stream. But in this video, I want to share a thought that somebody shared with me after that live stream. I have a friend who I spoke with on the phone, and he had a pretty amazing insight. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do a live stream later tonight. We have people coming over to our Airbnb, but under the circumstances, I think I am going to carve out some time and do a live stream. Okay, but here's the thing that I want to share with you. My friend who lives here in Utah, he said, you know, after watching Caitlin's video about a thief in the night, he pointed out how it's really interesting how this is all playing out, the timing of all of it. Of course, President Nelson passed away 1 week before General Conference starts next Saturday, and he passed away around 10 p.m. last night, so at nighttime. And I guess depending on where you are in the country and what time you go to bed on Saturday nights, there's going to be a number of people that are going to wake up and maybe not find out about it until they go to church. At least if you're here in the United States. And you may first hear about it from your bishop during the announcements. And so it's almost like the thief in the night parable. I think we all focus on, you know, Christ coming as a thief in the night and just suddenly he's there. But if you think about what it's like to actually experience a thief in the night, you're asleep, you wake up, and then everything's changed. Everything's turned upside down. And you know, this is what we're experiencing with the passing of President Nelson. He was taken from us like a thief in the night. And of course, it's all meant to be. The Lord has a plan. Again, the timing is just fascinating that it's happening exactly a week before conference starts. I don't think that that's coincidence, and I can only imagine the flurry of activity that is now going to take place between now and conference. Imagine being one of the apostles right now, and everything that they need to do. They need to go get together and then reorganize the first presidency. There's going to be, you know, new callings. There's probably going to be I mean, I don't know, but there may be a new president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. They need to think about who the new apostle is going to be. And a lot of people, not just the apostles, but a lot of people may change their talks or possibly rewrite their talks entirely. And then there's all the plans and the planning that needs to take place for the funeral, and just it's just going to be really kind of chaotic, I think, in Salt Lake as all these changes are being made. You know, well, and then even the like the general conference schedule, because well, one thing that we were talking about last night on the live stream was, does President Nelson already have a message? Is it still gonna come out, or I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. Just like so much with President Nelson's presidency, yeah, there's so many things that we just never seen before. But, you know, with his heavy focus and emphasis on the second coming, he couldn't have gone in a more perfect way than as a thief in the night. And among many other things, maybe we should take that into consideration, how things can literally change overnight, suddenly, unexpectedly. Of course, we all knew that it was coming, but one thing that was shared over and over again in the chat was that so many people felt like he wasn't really going to leave us. It just felt like he was going to be there forever. And that's the kind of mentality, and that's been my mentality. I felt like he could still go for a long time, maybe all the way to the second coming. You know, that my theory was that he would be maybe the first one to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. But we can all have this kind of mentality that, you know, oh, the way that things are going right now, it's just always going to be this way, and the second coming, oh yeah, it's sometime in the future. It's soon probably, but it's still in the future. It isn't now. There's no way that it could be now. Well, it could be. One thing that President Jeffrey R. Holland said, I think it was in one of his books, and I have this quote on one of my spreadsheets. He said, it may not be now, but it could be, in reference to the second coming. It's really interesting now with President Holland, because he has seniority in the among the 15. Of course, President Oaks, he is now the senior apostle, and he'll become president of the church. But after him, it's President Holland, and then after that, President Eyring. And we all wondered, you know, what's going on with President Holland? Why was his life restored? And we might be in the beginning of really understanding why that was. There's a very real chance that he may now become a member of the first presidency. We'll have to see. This change that has taken place is just so profound. Again, watch my live stream for all my thoughts. We talk a lot about President Nelson, his life, who he's meeting right now on the other side of the veil. Of course, I'll just mention it here. Among other people, I know that he's very happy right now to be reunited with his wife, Gansel. But there is just so much to think about. So much to think about. I can't believe that I'm here in Utah when this is happening. You know, we decided to, initially it was just going to be me. I was going to fly out here and meet with some people, but we wanted to come as a family, so we got house sitters because we have a new dog, and we don't know how the dog would do without us. So we got house sitters while we're gone. And oh, sorry, I'm just gonna stop right here. And it's just crazy for me because I was here this time last year. I was here when, in fact, I went to that general conference. I went to one of the sessions, and that was the conference where President Nelson gave his big second coming talk. You know, and it's interesting now that we've seen this happen. It's interesting to think about his last two talks before he passed away, about the second coming and being confident in the presence of God. And now I'm here to witness this, and it's just wild. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. But like I said, I probably will do a live stream tonight, so look out for that. And I'll probably do a few more videos because there's just so much to talk about at this point. I'll talk to you guys later.